If you're over 60, you've probably noticed it. It's a subtle change at first, something you might just brush off. That familiar flight of stairs in your own home suddenly seems to have gotten a little steeper overnight. That bag of groceries, the one you've carried 1,000 times, feels undeniably heavier. Maybe it's the stubborn lid on a pickle jar that just won't budge, or that feeling of needing an extra little push to get out of a comfortable armchair. You might tell yourself, well, I'm just getting older. It's a common thought, a simple way to explain these new, unwelcome challenges. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? What if that vague explanation is keeping you from seeing what's really happening inside your body? You aren't just imagining these things, and more importantly, you are not helpless. What you're feeling is a specific, well-understood condition. It has a name, and the most important thing you need to know about it is that you have the power to fight back, starting today. This isn't about turning back the clock to when you were 20. It's about reclaiming your strength, your confidence, and your independence for the years ahead. It's about making sure you can keep doing the things you love, with the people you love, without being held back by your own body. So, if you've ever felt that frustrating flicker of weakness, stick with me. We're about to uncover what's really going on and exactly what you can do about it. Asterisk. Section 1. The why, giving the problem a name. Asterisk. Let's pull back the curtain on this mystery. The condition we're talking about is called sarcopenia. It might sound like a complicated medical term, but its meaning is simple. Sarcopenia is the age-related loss of muscle mass, strength, and function. It literally means poverty of the flesh. This isn't some rare disease. It's a natural part of aging that affects a huge number of adults, especially after 60. Estimates show it affects between 5 to 13% of people over 60, and that number can jump to as high as 50% for those over 80. So, if you've been feeling weaker, you are far from alone. This is a shared experience. But why does it seem to hit the accelerator right around our 60s, while we can start losing muscle as early as our 30s? Several factors come together after 60 that speed up the process. Think of your body as a construction site. Your whole life, there's been a balance between breaking down old muscle tissue and building new, stronger tissue. As we get older, this balanced system starts to tip. There are three main reasons for this shift. First, our bodies become less efficient at building muscle. This is due to something called anabolic resistance. When you were younger, if you ate a protein-rich meal or did some physical work, your body was great at taking that protein and using it to build new muscle. Now, that same meal or activity doesn't spark the same strong response. It's like the muscle-building factory needs more raw materials and a clearer signal to get the job done. Second, our hormones change. The hormones that promote growth like testosterone and growth hormone naturally decline with age. Think of them as the project managers at the construction site. With fewer of them on duty, the pace of building new muscle just slows down. And third, the communication line between our brain and our muscles gets a little fuzzy. The nerve cells that send signals from the brain to the muscles, telling them to contract, can decrease in number and effectiveness. It's like a phone line with a bit of static on it. The message to lift or push still gets through, but it's not as crisp and powerful as it once was. So you see, this feeling of weakness isn't just in your head, and it's not a personal failure. It's the result of real, biological changes. But understanding these changes is the first step toward fighting back. Because every single one of these factors can be influenced and improved with the right strategies. You can get the factory running again, you can amplify the signals, and you can clear up that static on the line. Section 2. The domino effect. Why this matters. Okay, so we've given the problem a name, sarcopenia. But why does losing a bit of muscle truly matter? It might not sound like a huge deal, but the consequences create a domino effect that can touch nearly every part of your daily life. This isn't about winning an arm wrestling match. It's about protecting your quality of life.
First and foremost, unchecked muscle loss is a direct threat to your independence. It starts with the small things. You might struggle to carry a full laundry basket up the stairs, push a lawnmower, or lift a grandchild for a hug. These aren't just chores. They're the moments that make up a full and independent life. When these tasks become difficult, your world can start to feel smaller. It's the difference between asking for help because you want to, and asking for help because you have to. This loss of strength leads to the second, and maybe the most critical consequence, a much higher risk of falls. Your muscles, especially in your legs and core, are your body's stabilizers. They're the scaffolding that keeps you upright. As those muscles weaken, so does your stability. A simple misstep on an uneven sidewalk, which a strong body would easily handle, can suddenly lead to a serious fall. And a fall after 60 isn't just a scare. It can mean broken bones, hospital stays, and a new fear of movement that only makes the muscle loss worse. Third, there's the hit to your metabolism. Muscle is active tissue. It burns calories even when you're resting. As you lose muscle, your body's metabolic rate slows down, making it much easier to gain weight, even if your diet hasn't changed. Typically, that lost muscle is replaced by fat, a shift that increases the risk for other health issues like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Finally, your muscle health is directly tied to your bone health. When strong muscles pull on your bones during activity, it signals your body to keep those bones dense and strong. As muscles weaken, that vital signal fades. This is why sarcopenia and osteoporosis, the condition of brittle bones, are often partners in crime. You don't just lose strength, you lose the very framework that supports you. This might sound alarming, and it should be taken seriously, but this isn't a forecast of doom. Think of it as a map of a place you don't want to go. By understanding where unchecked sarcopenia leads, you can purposefully choose to take a different path. And that path starts right now. Section 3. The Mythbuster. It's not too late. I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. This makes sense, but I'm in my 60s, or I'm in my 70s. My muscle building days are long gone. Isn't it too late? Let's tackle the single most destructive myth about aging and fitness right here. I'm here to tell you, with absolute certainty, that it is completely false. The idea that you hit a certain age and your body just loses the ability to build muscle is not supported by science. In fact, research shows us the exact opposite. Study after study has shown that people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can significantly increase both their muscle mass and strength. Our muscles, no matter their age, are waiting for a reason to get stronger. Your age doesn't cancel that potential. Think of your muscles like a team of workers who've been sitting around without a job to do. They've gotten a little lazy, a bit out of practice. But the moment the foreman that's up with a new set of blueprints and calls them to get to work, they are ready and able to start building again. The process might be a little slower than it was 40 years ago, but the ability to build is absolutely still there. The basic process of muscle growth works the same way, whether you're 25 or 75. When you challenge your muscles, you create a stimulus. Your body responds by repairing the muscle fibers and making them thicker and stronger, so they're better prepared for the next challenge. This is a fundamental law of biology, and it doesn't have an expiration date. Let's agree to throw the phrase, "it's too late" in the trash. It's a self-limiting belief that will rob you of a stronger, more vibrant future. The journey might look different than it would have at 30, and that's okay. We'll start slower and focus on progress, not perfection. But the potential for progress is huge. The question isn't whether your body is capable. The only question is whether you're willing to give it the chance. Section 4. The Battle Plan. Your 5-step strategy to fight back. Alright. We've named the enemy sarcopenia and we've busted the myth that it's too late to fight now. It's time for the battle plan. This is a straightforward 5-step strategy you can start using right away. This is how we fight back. Step 1. Embrace resistance. If there is one undisputed champion in the fight against sarcopenia, it's resistance training. Things like walking or swimming are fantastic for your heart, but they don't provide the specific signal your muscles need to grow. To build muscle, you have to challenge it. This means using your body weight, resistance bands, or light weights to make your muscles work harder than they're used to. This is the call to action that wakes up those muscle fibers. The key is progressive overload, which just means that over time, you gradually make the exercises a little harder. If you always lift the same thing for the same number of reps, your body adapts and stops growing. You have to keep giving it a new challenge. This could be as simple as adding one more repetition, using a slightly stronger band, or holding a squat for a few extra seconds. Here are a few foundational exercises that make everyday life easier. The chair squat. This is the king of functional exercises. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, feet shoulder widths apart. Slowly lower yourself like you're about to sit, but right before you touch down, push through your heels and stand back up. This strengthens the exact muscles you use to get out of a chair or a car. Wall push-ups, a safe way to build up a body strength. Stand facing a wall, about arm's length away. Place your hands on the wall, a bit wider than your shoulders. Slowly bend your elbows, lowering your chest toward the wall. Then push back to the start. This helps with pushing open heavy doors or lifting yourself up. Glute bridges. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Squeezing your glutes, lift your hips off the floor until your body is a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold for a second, then slowly lower. This is vital for a strong lower back and better stability. Bicep curls. You can do this with a resistance band under your foot or with light weights like cans of soup. Keeping your elbows at your sides, curl the weight up toward your shoulders, then slowly lower it. This is the motion for carrying groceries or picking up a package. Farmer's walks. This is as simple as it sounds. Hold a lightweight or a moderately heavy grocery bag in each hand and just walk a short distance. This builds grip strength essential for opening jars as well as core stability. Aim to do these kinds of exercises 2 to 3 times per week. Start slow, focus on good form, and listen to your body. Step 2. Fuel the machine. Exercise provides the signal, but protein provides the building blocks. You can't build a house without bricks, and you can't build muscle without protein because of that anabolic resistance we talked about. Older adults actually need more protein than younger people to get the same muscle building effect. A good goal is to include a solid source of protein with every meal. A portion about the size of your palm is a great starting point. The key is to spread your protein intake throughout the day at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This gives your muscles a steady supply of what they need, rather than getting one huge dose all at once. When it comes to protein sources, variety is your friend. Lean meats like chicken and turkey, fish, eggs, and dairy like Greek yogurt and cottage cheese are all excellent. And for plant-based options, some are true standouts. Grains like quinoa, amaranth, and buckwheat are fantastic because they are complete proteins, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. Quinoa, for example, is a great addition to your diet. It's not only a complete protein, but it's a good plant-based source of an amino acid called leucine. Leucine is especially important because it acts like the spark plug that ignites the muscle-building engine in your body. It's a key trigger for starting the muscle repair and growth process. Step 3. The unsung hero protein gets all the attention, but it can't do its job alone. Certain minerals are the support crew, making sure the whole system runs smoothly. Here are 3 you should know about. Magnesium. Every time a muscle in your body contracts and relaxes, it needs magnesium. It's also crucial for creating energy. Without enough of it, your muscles can feel weak and cramp up. You can find it in leafy greens like spinach, nuts, seeds, and you guessed it, quinoa. Iron. Think of iron as your body's oxygen delivery service. It helps carry oxygen from your lungs to your muscles. If your muscles don't get enough oxygen, they get tired very quickly. Good sources include lean meat, lentils, beans, and spinach. Potassium. Potassium helps carry the electrical signals from your nerves to your muscle cells, telling them when to contract. It's all about communication. Without the right balance, you can feel muscle weakness. Bananas are famous for potassium, but potatoes, beans, and avocados are also packed with it. Step 4. The consistency commitment. This entire plan is worthless without consistency. This is often the hardest part, but it's what separates people who see results from those who don't. The secret is to start ridiculously small. Don't try to go from 0 to exercising for an hour a day. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, can you commit to 10 minutes of chair squats and wall push-ups 3 times this week? Of course you can. A 10-minute routine that you actually do is infinitely better than a perfect 1-hour routine that you don't. Next, connect the work to your why. Getting stronger is too vague. Your why isn't to do 10 squats. It's to be able to play on the floor with my grandkids and get back up easily. Your why isn't to do bicep curls. It's to carry all my own groceries in one trip, feeling capable and strong. When you connect the exercise to a personal goal, motivation is easy to find and track your progress. In a simple notebook, write down what you did. Tuesday, 2 sets of 8 chair squats, 2 sets of 10 wall push-ups. Felt good. When you look back in a few weeks and see you're now doing 12 chair squats, you'll have proof that your effort is paying off. Progress is the best motivation there is. Step 5. Listen to your body. Our final step is the foundation for everything else. Safety. We have to be smart and respect our bodies. Learn the difference between good pain and bad pain. Good pain is the mild muscle soreness you might feel a day or 2 after a workout. That's a normal sign that your muscles are adapting. Bad pain is sharp, stabbing, or persistent pain, especially in your joints. That's your body's signal to stop. Never push through bad pain. Always warm up for a few minutes before you exercise. Gentle movements like marching in place or arm circles get the blood flowing. And if you have any health conditions like heart disease or severe arthritis, or if you've been inactive for a long time, please talk to your doctor or a physical therapist before you start. They can help you create a plan that's both safe and effective for you. That isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. CTA call to action. This 5-step plan is your roadmap. It's a proven strategy to take control, fight back against muscle loss, and build a stronger, more resilient you. And you can start right now. I'd love to hear from you. Look at these 5 steps: resistance, protein, minerals, consistency, and safety. Which one will you focus on starting this week? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your first step is a powerful way to commit, and it helps create a community of support for everyone on this journey. And if you found this information valuable, make sure you subscribe for more guidance on how to live your strongest, healthiest life after 60. Conclusion, let's go back to where we started. That feeling of the stairs getting steeper and everyday objects feeling heavier. Now we know it isn't just a vague side effect of getting older, it's sarcopenia. But we also know this is not a one-way street. It is not your fate. You're standing at a crossroads. One path is passive acceptance, letting muscle loss slowly chip away at your independence. The other is the one we've laid out today, a path of proactive, intelligent action. It's a path of resistance bands and protein-rich meals, of committing to your own strength. Every chair squat you do is a victory. Every healthy meal is an investment in your future. You are not just fighting against weakness, you are actively building a stronger, more confident version of yourself. You are proving that age is just a number, but strength is a choice. The stairs in your home aren't getting steeper, you're getting stronger. Asterisk,